Kevin McCullough.
Welcome back, friends. A little bit of a dismal discussion we just had, because if you were listening carefully, you suddenly understood that there is no secret on planet Earth that is any longer safe. None. Not a national defense secret, not a banking secret, not a proprietary technology secret, not a biopharmaceutical secret that's safe. Nothing is safe. Your hard drive's not safe. The things you think nobody knows about your phone and your iCloud, they're not safe, because of the impending quantum storm, as we've been discussing with the CEO and CTO of Scope Technologies Corporation. Then they have two divisions. They have one that focuses on AI, and they have one that's focusing on the quantum issue, and that's what we're discussing here. James Young and Sean Prescott, thank you for taking time to be with us, and thanks for breaking it down for the everyday person, because this is one of the scariest things I've been warned about, and it's hard to surprise me. As you can imagine, talking about the top headlines every day of what's going on, I'm pretty hardened. When this was first put in front of me, I thought this is one of the most frightening things I've ever seen. And to that end, Sean, let me come back to you, kind of the tech pinhead here. You really thought this through all the way through. Is there a way to defend against this? And is that what Scope Technologies Corporation is doing? And how does it work? Can you take us into some of the granular, A checks B kind of thing?
Sure, happy to, and thanks for that great question. So, yes, there are things that you can do, but to preface that, we have to understand, when is this threat going to take place, and how is this attack going to happen, so that we can properly prepare and protect. So there is a very clear idea that even if your data would be technically secure today, if it gets stolen, it can always be harvested now and decrypted later. So even if you think, well, the quantum threat isn't here for another few years, if your data is in the wrong hands, it will be cracked eventually. So you need to prepare now and secure it. That's where we come in.
All right. So what's the defense? What's the best defense against this kind of unrelenting enemy that has no ability to tire out and no ability to wear down?
Yeah, we have the antidote to that, right? So if you're thinking of the system that is going to be cracking these kind of keys and the established passwords and algorithms, we have the antidote. And the antidote is non-deterministic entropy. That is what our product is. What we can do, which makes us unique, is we can generate keys that are quantum resilient, so that today's computers and also the computers of the future cannot break through it, as we've explained. So that in itself, and the way that we provide that service to various clients of various sizes and agencies, that is our key solution.
Well, okay. You said a mouthful there, and I just want to help people understand. The reason that regular encryption is useless against the quantum technology is because it does go through a kind of limitless ability to eliminate options until it finds a solution. The random quotient that Scope Technologies Corp is developed is what keeps changing and moving the target, so that AI can't land on it. Well, let me ask you this, just being the devil's advocate: is a stop clock right twice per day? And if so, are we talking about once out of trillions of options, or what's the dynamic there?
That's actually a very interesting analogy. What I like to do, maybe if I can just take a quick paragraph to explain the difference between how randomness, and therefore being so important, is generated in traditional computers, the ones that you use today, and how it's generated in, let's say, a way that is quantum resilient. If we go back, just to simplify, what we're talking about here is deterministicness, as in, can we predict the output? If we can predict something, then quantum computers will cut right through it. If it is not predictable, being it is truly random, right? That's what we're looking for, is true randomness. Then quantum computers cannot break through it. And so the old computers, I'm talking 70s and 80s, if you would ask it to generate a random number, and it would just spit out some random number, 1 to a million, whatever. If you rewound the time on that computer to that exact moment and generate a random number, it would spit out the same number. Oh. It's deterministic, right? So that pattern and sequence is what we've changed in a way that you cannot predict, and therefore crack it with quantum computing power ultimately.
All right. Sean, you've explained it well. And for non-tech people, I think this is helpful. I've never seen a problem this big, friends, and I've never seen a solution that I feel like is more kind of custom made to really, in terms of just precision, get to the heart of it. And I'm grateful that Scope Technologies Corp is there. James Young, Sean Prescott, thanks for your visit. Thanks for being with us. And maybe we'll talk to you again soon. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
You got it. Kevin McCullough coming back from New York. Don't go away.
Stick around for more of That Kevin. Next, That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.